one tidbit of information that perked my interest, that made me incredibly curious, confused me a little bit, was his comments on Kevon Looney. So, today is currently Tuesday, 25th of June. Yesterday was the guarantee date for Loon's contract. The Warriors have officially guaranteed Kevon Looney's $8 million contract for next season. Of course, they could have waived him, which would have cost $3 million. He would become an unrestricted free agent. They saved the $5 million in salary and, again, potentially millions more dollars in luxury tax. They've done the right thing here, made the right decision, kept Loon, right? Which, again, I've said for a few episodes now that had to happen, which is good, positive. However, the way in which he answered Tim Kawakami's question on Looney was bizarre. So first of all, he answered, again, with the straightforward answer is, we felt like, he's a great player. We value him as a player. We value him as a teammate. That's why we kept a hold of him, blah, blah, blah. Okay, straightforward answer. However, again, this is what he said at the end of the clip, at the end of the response. He said, as the clock turns into July and free agency, all things are always on the table and available. But for now, we feel good about having him back, and he's a great component of this organization. Just before that as well, he also mentioned that he didn't want to cut Loon and get nothing back for him. Essentially, that would have been the outcome if they'd waived him. They would get nothing back for him. He mentioned that, which I thought was a bit strange. And then, so when you're looking at this quote, why is he mentioning Loon? Sorry, why is he mentioning July and free agency in reference to Loon, who's just had his contract guaranteed? Because really, that should have nothing to do with him. The only thing that Loon would have to do with in July and free agency is if there's a trade. That's the only thing. So why is he mentioning that? He's essentially, this is what he did. He, out of all the things he did in this press conference, which was just straightforward to everything and giving very little away, the only thing he did, which was weird, was he conceded, essentially, that Kevon Looney is going to be a trade candidate. He conceded that. Because why otherwise would he mention Loon and July and free agency in the same sentence? There's just no reason to. Why would he mention that the term for now? For now. So let me go back to that sentence. For now, we feel good about having him back. Why did you mention the two words for now? Why couldn't you say, we feel good about having him back? Why for now? This is just like, we get very little information out of these things. I'm reading between the tea leaves here. This is me speculating. But why? Again, why? Why are you using the words for now? Why are you referencing July and free agency? And the strangest part of it all was the fact that Kawakami in his question did not reference Loon being a trade candidate whatsoever. We have known from reports, right, that there is a very good possibility that if Loon's contract got guaranteed, which it has, that he would become a trade candidate. We understand that. This is not breaking news that Kevon Looney is a trade candidate. But the fact that Mike Dunleavy Jr., the general manager, conceded, essentially he conceded that he's a trade candidate by referencing him in July and free agency when he otherwise would have nothing to do with that period because he's no longer contract got guaranteed. He's not a free agent. His future should be solidified now, but it's not. You know why? Because he's a trade candidate. And Mike Dunleavy Jr. has just said as such. Why would he use the term for now? Why couldn't you just say, we feel good about having him back? Very bizarre. And that was the only tidbit of information I looked at and thought, something going on here. Something going on here.